So just more than a week that I cleared this particular section, there are already grass that grew. So I'll have to start removing this, but we are not going to throw it away from outside the vicinity of the garden. We have to keep it here because when it gets dry and mixed in the older soil, then it became a fertilizer. You can see in this particular section, guys, there are Ipomea aquatica or kangkong and sweet potatoes seem to be very at ease and very adaptive to the growth and development here. Just a little tip to those who wish to start their garden, in their backyard. Make sure that you are not just going to directly plant without doing something, because some of the people are actually asking what fertilizers did they use to ensure that there is growth and development. If you can see here, this is actually um, a protruding part of the garbage which I submerged few weeks ago. It means that I excavated first a considerable depth in the soil, and because of that, I submerged most of the garbage that I saw, and on the edge I planted mixed vegetables. So this is actually a bean. This one is a bean. They call it normally in our country Baguio beans, but since this is not Baguio, this is Abu Dhabi, so this is Abu Dhabi bean. You can really notice, guys, that in few days after I started planting here, that the presence of grass, and that is so important for gardeners. The presence of grass, there should be grasses. It means that your soil is now nutritious. It contains the nutrients required by plant, because if grasses are actually growing, it means that other plants can grow. And this is cucumber. This is cucumber right now, and it is growing favorably. I like it. I like to see the growth of the cucumber here. And this is bitter gourd, another nutritious food. Bitter gourd. I don't like the leaves of this bitter gourd. What happened? It became, if it is like the hair, it was not properly combed. This is bitter gourd again. Wow. See, as you can see, guys, this particular section is flat. So, um, it took more than a week for this seeds actually to grow, because it took more than a week for these seeds to germinate. That's the right term. Perhaps because it became so difficult on their part to grow, because here in this section it's really dry. The entire section, this one, is really dry and sandy. So perhaps there were processes that they were doing beneath the ground, enabling them to grow. So the conditions, when that certain conditions were actually accomplished by the nature, then it grew. And you can see here, wow, this is the part of the protein that grew uh, from the germinated seeds, and no, this one seed leaf. Okay, and eventually it will dry once the leaves were actually stable, established, really. So here, oh yeah, and there are still seeds which I planted here, but it didn't germinate. But this one is a winged bean. Why it is called winged bean? Yeah, perhaps because it is a four-cornered vegetable, similar with the string beans but larger than them, and it has four corners. And if you're going to throw it, seem to be like it will float on the air. But that's really the explanation. I don't know. I'm just make a guess. So this wing bean, and there are two that successfully grew here. Uh-huh. And seem to be very at ease at what we have been doing. Hopefully, yes, it will just, thrive and grow towards the summit. And this one white gourd. So far, although I planted white gourd here and another here, there were only three white gourd that grew, hoping that it will really thrive and it will give us fruits, many fruits. So this is our mini garden, mix the vegetables here, so you can still utilize your mini garden or mini spot. You can allow it to grow horizontally and vertically. Horizontally and vertically you can, but most of the applicable method is growing it vertically. They should do like that. Like they have to grow and use a space upward to allow them to the garden. So thank you guys for watching SAS TV official. I like the momentum of your growth.